Why are we recording this meeting? It's a race meeting.
No, it's a subcommittee meeting of the board. FOI requires it.
Why are we?
All right, you are all set.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Do you want to kick it off?
I didn't actually, I thought we were going to have a agenda. I didn't. Oh, there it is right there. It's right on top of me. Perfect. Okay, so is Ron on the phone?
I called and gave him the number, and he
Okay.
said he was planning to join us at 6:30. And I also
Okay.
gave him my cell phone number to call if there were problems, and I haven't heard my cell phone ring either. And James,
I've got him unmuted. If he wants to hit *6, he should be able to unmute and talk.
Oh, good. Okay, so I know in the past the Friends have done the water for us. I don't know if that's going to happen
Ron
this
is
year.
on.
Hey, Ron.
thanks, Ron.
Hello. I'm ready to go.
So
Great.
is the Friends going to do water again? I know we haven't probably reached out to them yet. So
We can check.
Okay. And then Anna, you've been doing a lot of the refreshments in the past, as far as Dunkin' Donuts and
They're
the
all
fruits and
set.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts is all set. Veggie World is all set. And we have a new one that's going to give us some snacks, which is Lesser Evil in Danbury.
Yeah, Barry. Why would they be doing it up here? I wonder.
Well, because they sell in the grocery stores around here.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, if you've got things on the shelves in the grocery store, if you tease people with a sample, maybe they'll go out and buy more.
So what were they called again?
Lesser Evil.
Lesser Evil.
Yep.
Great. Well, that's awesome. That's a really good start.
Yeah.
2 and 3 are things we'll talk about the couple days before the races or the last meeting.
Can I throw out an idea since we didn't do a
Of course.
brainstorming session?
Yeah.
Since this is the 25th anniversary, and since Avery Soda is in New Britain and they do custom sodas, specialty sodas, I'm wondering if we want to find out from them what it entails having a custom flavor designed for us, or maybe we just take a regular flavor and just put our label on it. But you know, that might be, you know, something to consider, whether we want to give it as a giveaway at the end or sell them for $1 a bottle or whatever. Just throwing things out there, see what sticks for the 25th anniversary.
That's kind of interesting idea.
Can I offer something on that regard? When the fire department turned 100, they partnered with Avery, and what they did was they kept the regular flavors like cream and root beer, etc. But there was a special label on the bottle, and they sold them as fundraising. You could buy the 6-packs.
So
that's a possibility too if we're going to work with Avery.
okay. I mean, but I would like to see somebody else be point guard on that and reach out to Avery and get the details. And
Anna, this is Maureen. I'll do it.
Okay.
Hello? Did you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
we
heard
did,
you.
Maureen.
So I'll reach out to them once the decision is made as to what we want from them.
Well, maybe if we just find out what the options are, then we can decide.
Okay. Is that clear, Maureen? Looks like, are you having a hard time hearing?
No, I heard. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I think Peter's Boy Scout troop did it too when they turned a certain age, and they did it as a major fundraiser, so that there was one person who ended up with their garage full of soda as they were delivering it all. So
Well, I mean, the only thing is that if you're going to sell them the day of the race, I don't know what kind of sales you're going to have. People aren't usually running around with money on them and stuff. So unless you're going to do them for other times, I'm not sure. I don't know if it makes sense to have it as a fundraiser. Maybe I certainly think it makes sense to have it as a part of your gift bag, perhaps, or something everybody gets. But that's up to you guys. I missed that. What was that? I'm sorry.
Could you sell
Oh.
possible, but is it possible to do fundraising, 6-packs or even single bottles in the library and advertise the race as well as have a pack of soda?
Lisa, you're kind
Good.
of breaking up.
Wonder why. Can you hear me now?
It's like a bad connection. We can hear you, but it just breaks up a little bit.
Well, I would just say, let Maureen get more details, and then we can revisit it in February.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll add that to our list. Anything else, Anna, you said about refreshments?
No, not unless anyone else has another idea.
Okay, well, I mean, we can think about it before next meeting too as well. So if somebody thinks of something, they can bring it next meeting. We still have time to adjust to it.
Right.
Okay, moving on to refreshment tables and cleanup crew, I'd say we don't usually talk about those until the May meeting. So let's move on past that.
Well, just a quick point. One of the things that Andy Brecker was talking about was possible table skirts. So we might have more table skirts with Lucy Robbins Wells names on them. I think he's bringing it up at tonight's board meeting in terms of a cost issue or whatever, but it's probably smart to, a lot of people come to the race, but they don't necessarily know they're supporting the library. So maybe if we had skirts on the table. So just be aware that might be something that we fold into setup time.
Well, it certainly makes it look a lot nicer when you have the skirts, that's for sure.
We'll see how much they cost.
Yeah. Anything else? Okay, we move on to number 2. Choice and boosters. Is Neil still gonna be able to do that, we think?
I believe he will. I will check with him. It's just tonight he was not feeling well.
Okay. And I still have, I don't know how I gotta look at them. I still have a bunch of the envelopes, and we can recycle them because they don't have years on them. We got a bunch of medals back last year. We didn't actually have candidates in those particular races. I
Okay.
don't know if we can reuse them, but I'll talk to Neil about it. I don't think we can, but maybe,
Do they have
I know
years
for
on
some,
them?
well, in softballs, it's my fault. I should have looked at them before. But in softball, we have clear tape that goes on the back, or clear seal, so you can put it on, and you could also peel it off and put another one, so we get to reuse them. So a lot of times, I don't know how many are gonna be on a team, so I get 15 first place medals, say, or 15 first place trophies. 13 girls on the team, I got 2 left over. It's a waste. I spent $6 or $8 for the trophy.
Right.
So we recycle them. I just get new prints on them. I redo them and just put the new ones on. So I'll take a look at those medals and I'll go over it with Neil, because we had a bunch of medals left over last year. We had a bunch of categories that we didn't have anybody who ran the race in that age group. So it'd be nice to recycle them.
Okay.
Anything else on trophies or booster awards? I assume we'll do the cross country as well. They've been doing that for a long
Can we
time.
back
So.
up for a minute on trophies, and it's not necessarily
Yep.
race trophies, but we've got, since our 25th anniversary, we've got some sponsors who have been with us almost from the beginning. The only one is the chamber. They're the only ones that close, but we've got some other sponsors who are, 10 years, 15 years. I mean, if we let them know in advance that they're going to be recognized, maybe they'll all send somebody.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And what is the recognition?
I don't know. I just throwing.
Is it just is it a thank you, or is there something else involved?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if
We
we
determine?
have Avery soda, we give them a 6-pack of soda. I don't know. And just
We work
I
with
mean-
the publicity for sure.
Well,
Right.
also a lot of times you see in any business, you see a plaque if they've been generous to a particular type of foundation or charity. You could give them a plaque 10 years or something, 15 years, whatever it comes out to be,
give them a
if you want to
Lucy,
do that.
give them a framed photo of Lucy.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you guys think would be appropriate. I don't know how many sponsors you think we're talking about, Anna?
Probably less than 5. I'd have to go back and look at the
Yeah.
list, but
Yeah, so, I mean, Data Mill's been with us
that's
for quite a while.
no, they're just
No?
back. No, they had a big break. They're
Oh, they
just
did
back
that.
for
Oh,
the
okay.
second year. Yeah, they had a big break. But yeah, let me see. I can pull it
Good.
up. Hold on.
Why don't you have that for February
Okay, I can do that.
or email it after the meeting?
All right.
Kevin, I know you're trying to save us all money and make things reusable, but for the 25th, it occurs to me that we should try to use 25 in as many things as we can, including the medals or trophies. Maybe instead of having a runner on the top of the trophy, have a 25. And yes, we'd probably end up with a lot of surplus, but if we're trying to make the 25th year special, not only for us, but for all the participants, maybe we use the 25 theme and everything we can.
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I do think the trophy should probably at least have something, could have a 25 in it, maybe, but a runner on it, only because some kid wins one award, one trophy. You know, it'd be kind of nice that it shows what he won it for. That's all. But I don't have any problem. We could put that in the, you know, in the plaque part of the trophy. You know, that might be nice. You could just put that as a headline there, and something to that effect.
I'm sure the trophy place can advise us. I'm sure they've done this.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a million types of trophies you can get. I don't think that's really the issue. But again, you have an area to put, you know, the winner, the Newington Road Race, Newington Library Road Race. You can put the 25th right there, put that as the header, and then it's pretty clear. If you guys think you need more than that, I'm not sure. Most of the trophies are forms. By that I mean I buy a lot of softball trophies, so there's probably like 50 forms, say, and you can pick the forms, but not usually something that you can customize, you know, like a runner holding I don't know, the number 25 or something. I don't think that would be that easy. I think that'd be pretty expensive.
Well, one of
But I
the
can
other
talk to
things
Neil
that we
about-
could do is on the day of, just like when we did our 80th anniversary Hanel events, we could just go out and get more, you know, Paper City 25 anniversary type things to have on the tables or whatever, if we want to, you know, push the idea of this as being 25, you know, this has been going on for 25 years.
Okay. Anything else on trophies and booster awards? I'll talk to Neil about that, and I'll reach out to him. And like I said, I deal with trophy companies quite a bit too, so I can also check what we see on our inventory. Sponsorships, Anna?
So we started off pretty well with the sponsorships. I sent a report to the board on all the ones that had said yes so far. I think there's like 9 or 10. Just so you know, Geico called me on Friday. They're back at 500. I'm trying to be patiently persistent. I don't want to be, you know, too annoying. So a number of them told me they were, you know, using January for review. So I'll wait until like the end of next week before I reach out again. So I'm not being too much of a nuisance, but hopefully they should have made a decision, or at least I'll get an update.
Is Geico coming back at the same level, Anna?
Yes, they are. Yeah. The communications committee did a nice job on writing up something for the paper, a press release, letting people know that we're doing, we were kicking off our 25th anniversary, and we announced the sponsors who are returning in that, and opened it up for people to come and join these sponsors this year in celebrating our 25th anniversary. So I don't know when that's going out. I'm sure Lisa Jones can give us an update on that, but trying to utilize, you know, the sponsors and giving them more visibility. I guess that's the best word. And hopefully, you know, some folks will see the name and feel, you know, feel self-pressured, not pressured by me, but self-pressured. It's like, oh, these people are doing a good thing. I should do a good thing too. So it'd be nice if more people thought that way. But I haven't given up yet. We're still
Good.
You've done a really good job so far, that's for sure.
Thanks,
Just
Kevin.
for the record, we've gotten $3,500 already in. 500 from Kingston and 3,000 from Tilcon arrived today.
Awesome.
And I need to have a conversation with Andy Brecker offline, so maybe tomorrow. I'll give you a call tomorrow morning, Andy.
Uh,
No?
I'll be flying. Make it later in the afternoon.
Okay.
Okay.
Heading somewhere warmer?
No, I'm heading from warm into tomorrow's predicted 14-degree high in Newington.
You're in Florida now.
I am.
Oh, okay. And we could talk after the board meeting tonight if you want, and just get it off the list.
Okay.
Okay.
And Anna,
We also-
I submitted the letter to Lisa, but she's, on vacation or long weekend. So when
Oh,
she gets
okay.
back to me, after she looks at the letter and proves it, then it'll go out to the papers.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Okay.
sorry, Kevin, let me just jump in since Pauline just mentioned that. Pauline and Lisa Jones, one thing we might think about is if we want to reach out to Newington Life and see if they want to do either a cover on the race, an early cover on the race, or doing something with the dining partner programs. I've got something to send to you on that topic, and or maybe they can combine it and do a cover on everything going on in the library. So just putting a bug in your ear or whatever.
Anna, this is Lisa. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I got your message on Friday. My apologies. But that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, was how do we get to supporting the whole, the race committee. But I think that's a great idea. I think we should just start to talk to them in advance and ask them for their opinion on about what's the best way to cover this event. It's a big one.
Yeah. And Newington Life has been doing a good job about giving us coverage.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Anything else on sponsorships? So moving on to prizes, I assume, Anna, you guys are, I'm not sure who's in charge of the library committee on that. Is it you as well on prizes?
Yeah, I usually, it overlaps for me, plus Michelle Royer on staff does a very good job because she's the community outreach person, and she's got a lot of connections with the chamber, and we're just, as we mentioned, we're just wrapping up the dining partner program. So we've got, we'll have plenty of gift cards from the dining group, and we'll start working on non-dining businesses after this.
Excellent. Okay. Anything else on prizes? Okay, we can move to the next section. Time and Company, I've already contracted Platt. We'll stay with them again this year. Unless me.
Are
Since
they
I did
going to
run a
invoice me for a deposit?
Yeah, they probably will, usually in the next
Okay,
month or
'cause I
so.
haven't seen it yet. All right.
Yeah, I just locked the date in just before the new year, so I
Okay.
imagine we'll get something pretty soon. Anything else on timing? He's done a great job, I think. The 1 year we changed off of him, we had trouble. So,
Well, and he was very accommodating throughout the whole COVID. We aren't, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it that way. He was very accommodating.
yeah, he's been around a long time doing it. Registration form, online registration. I know, Anna, you wanted me to open up the race entry registration, but I just wanted to mention.
No, not open it, just create it so I can go in and change the text.
Okay, I can do that. But only thing I want to point out is I know that Ken Platt has been telling us it'd be easier to migrate stuff and get those certificates if we went to a different online registration system. I forgot the name of it. I can look it up. I didn't know if you wanted me to examine that, or if we're just, I'm happy with Race Entry. They're easy to work with again, and I get all the data I need. I think, Anna, you're getting all the data you need, but I know, and I didn't think it was that big a deal to get the certificates from from Ken Platt, but I wasn't sure if you something you wanted me to explore about either cost or ease of use or do some research on it, or if we're just satisfied with race entry and we'll stay with them.
Well, nobody's complained. I mean, I think we might have mentioned last year that we were going to offer the certificates, but it was
Yep.
Yeah, I did not see, once we close down registration, it's not easy to get back to it. And so, 2 weeks later, how do you give people that link when it's not connected to the results? So yeah, if we could generate the certificates off the results page, that would be different.
And I think that's what Ken was saying, is that the system that he wants us to think about migrating to would be able to do that. But I haven't explored it yet because I wasn't sure if it's something you want me to do. I can do that immediately and talk to him.
I'm a little confused because if the results are posted on a different system that he supports, isn't that tool just automatically built in? I mean, I never looked at the results page.
No. So what happens is there's two parts to this. So our system, the one we're using, Race Entry, has nothing to do, obviously, with Platsys.
Right.
We're able to get data by creating a database, a worksheet, or Excel spreadsheet, and send it to him, and then he could do some of the information. He's also able to get the information directly because he's done it all on himself through the day of the race. What he was saying that it would be easy to migrate that the result certificate if we're using a different system, one that he works with on a regular basis. And I'm assuming either it has something to do with, or he has a direct connection with them, as opposed to us getting a PDF file, not a PDF file, an XLS file, and shipping it to him so he can create them that way for people who ask.
Yeah, and I bet if we talk to Race Entry, they would say, well, you could just take your results and post them here.
Yeah. Well, the results, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you could. Again, I know some, like when we had active.com before we went to Race Entry, Active did post the results.
Yeah.
They posted them right there, but Platt still posted them on his website as well. So I didn't know, but I don't care. Right? How Race Entry works. I like to stay with him because I don't want to have to learn a new system.
I don't know that if it's such a big deal. I mean, we've never offered it. I mean, and I don't know that if anybody's ever asked for it. I will be curious and go to race results and just see what it looks like. See if there's a feature there that we just don't even realize. So
there's not I don't think there's one where they can print it off because the results aren't actually through them. So they're not actually getting the results directly.
Oh. Okay.
So they're only doing the registration portion of it. Active didn't because we ran it. It was a different system that we ran through. We ran through Active. They must have connected better with Platt somehow because they got the results and they posted on their system as well. But Race Entry doesn't. Not that I'm aware of. Now you might be right. Might be missing something, but I don't think so.
We can talk about this offline, Kevin.
Yeah. I'll do a little bit more research in, and we can have an email back and forth. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else? We're going to do a regular old mail paper registration form as well. Actually, I don't see.
Lisa's not here. Karen?
Well,
Yeah.
Lisa's not on, but Karen's here.
Yes.
Okay.
Why would we not do the paper form?
Yes.
So we are going to do it.
There's no
plan.
reason. Yeah, okay. I just I don't know how many we did last year. I think we did 50, I think, or 60 came in. And those were mostly.
Yeah, I think it was a little over 60. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So again, I don't have a problem with doing it. It makes sense. Not everybody's going to be sophisticated enough to get online. Some people don't want to pay online. They want to write a check. Some want to come the day of the race and do it right there and then. So.
Right.
I would say at some point in the future, and maybe far down in the future, that people aren't going to be filling forms out. They're going to come in and we're going to have a few laptops or computers set up and they're going to do their own data entry right there and fill it out. And generate
iPads.
it that way.
We'll have the iPads.
Yeah, there'll be something. I mean, it's not going to be today, but at some point we will get away from paper a little bit. It's not a big deal for me, I mean, to convert the registration forms into my database. Anybody who's been registered in the past, I simply do a control F, I find them, and then I just add the information if it's changed, and I add the year in. So maybe there's 50 forms I'm typing in manually. I can't say it takes me a long time to do that. But it'd
Yeah,
be
the
nice
bigger,
to,
the bigger races are paperless.
yeah, they have to be.
Yeah.
You can't have people doing all day entry. Plus, honestly, I can't read everybody's handwriting. I mean, so I'm sitting there, I'm going, okay, is that an M and N or whatever? And I'm guessing based on what I think the name is. and,
Yeah,
You know, you find out later on,
That's
I
true.
guessed wrong. Nobody can read my handwriting. I know that much. So, but so we'll stay. I mean, and again, I don't think we're there yet where we get away from online paper forms yet.
Give us a few
We're not,
years.
are we still, we're not mailing them out, Karen, are we? You still mailing them out too?
no, we're not mailing them out as far as I know, no.
Okay, so we're just doing the email to those who registered
Yep.
online. And then I think, Anna, you're creating your own little database too as well, right?
Right, well, it's all on the back end of race entry. But what they do get included in a copy of the footnotes when the footnotes
Yes.
get sent out in April.
Okay,
It's not a separate mailing, but yes, you're right, Anna. They do go out with the newsletter.
perfect. Okay, anything else on registration? All right, moving on to rates. Are we keeping the rates the same?
Anna, or
Yeah.
are we
I-
competitive with the folks that are out there?
You know, to be honest, I didn't look. At this point, I wouldn't change them at this point.
Okay.
And
So we've got,
we're $25 for the 25th year, so it's good.
Yeah, even
that
better.
would work, yeah. So we've got about 4 minutes before our regular meeting.
Okay. All right,
Just a time
numbers,
check.
I'll take care of numbers. We'll be all set with that. It's not a problem.
Good.
Okay.
How
Moving
much
on.
this is?
Okay, so then I can do a lot of these with one by just asking Ron if he's gonna do all this. So Ron, you're gonna do the police, the starter home. I'll take care of the loudspeaker. You and I will do homeowners notification. I don't know if Dennis is still around to do that or not. You and I can do the core
Yeah,
signs,
I'm
response signs. Yep,
Yeah, I'll be doing the same routine.
yep, same routine. Bathrooms and power, same routine. Are we gonna do outdoors this year again like we did last year if we get good weather?
I think so. It was very popular with folks. Of
Okay.
course, we had spectacular weather. So everybody loved being outside, but I think the way that the Mazzicoli Way is now is a very natural way for it to really tie more into the library than the town hall. You know, you're not in the town hall gym, you're in front of the library. We're using the bathrooms and power and stuff from there. So at this point, I would think, yes, we would want to do that. Leanne, you have your hand up?
Yeah, I just want to know, Ron, do you want me to reach out to CERT or do you want me to reach out to CERT for that day?
I'd appreciate it if you reached out to them because it worked out pretty good last year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Do we have a backup plan for rains that day, or will we have access to the gym if we had to, or are we gonna put it all in the library as far as registration, bring them indoors, or are we gonna put tents up? You know, we have some options, obviously.
Yeah, Elisa's backup plan for last year was to have some big tents available. I mean,
Okay.
the weather cooperated, so we didn't go down that route, but I would assume we would do the same thing. Think so,
I don't
Karen?
think we were, I don't think we were looking at the gym at all.
Right, because they were gonna charge us, right?
Right.
They always do.
Okay. So that'll be our goal then, is have it outdoors, and then once we look at the weather for that week, is make an adjustment to that, to have
Well,
tents
Plus,
available.
we've also got the entry, the covered entry, the
Yeah.
covered part of the entrance.
Right, but you can't hold that many people there, maybe 50.
No, but you could do the awards from up there.
Sure. Okay. Race volunteers, road volunteers, do we have a contact at the high school this year?
Neil usually takes care of that.
He does.
Okay.
And I know he does have a contact. I just can't remember who it is.
It's,
Right.
oh, I know, it starts with a J. And
Well, we can talk
Yeah,
to Neil. I mean,
they're very good about providing them.
they've been excellent. And the volunteers have been terrific. And, Transportation will take care of that. Ambulance and CERT, you talked about CERT already. And Karen, usually you guys make sure the ambulance is
Yep.
available.
I'll do ambulance, yes.
Okay, anything on this category?
So
Alright,
we can still do t-shirts. I'm sure we'll change them up a little bit for the 25th. I don't
Yep.
know if we want to do color. I was thinking I might ask him how much a colored dry fit shirt would be as opposed to the white. I don't know if that's,
I think it's like $2 a shirt roughly.
yeah, so maybe I'll ask what the difference is and come back to you to let you know what's happening. And again, just like when we had the 80th anniversary, we noted that on the shirt. We'll notify that we'll put the 25th anniversary on the t-shirt, even if it is a white t-shirt again.
Excellent. Okay, public relations, you guys have already kind of talked about that, particularly about the Newington Life article. Is there anything else on public relations? Okay, moving on to sponsor sign, race sign and banner. So, I mean, I don't think any of that's changed from what we've done for many years now, right? We'll do the same
Karen,
things.
Karen,
Banner
is the sign,
signs.
is that reserved?
Yep,
Okay. So the sign in, the one over near CVS? We have that
yes,
one?
the CVS sign.
Okay. All right, registration forms. So what Anna and I did last year is Anna would put together a blurb and we would send it out to everybody who'd been in the race the last 3 years. First thing is we announce the race to them, which happens when we set it up. But after that, we send a blurb of what's going on. Anna did a really good job writing stuff up and we send it out to them. So we'll continue to do that. And then you already talked about the actual written registration forms going out with the friends letter. So I think we're pretty good spot right there on those things. Anything else we should worry about there? Okay, moving on. Anything else? I know Ian has had a couple of things already, but is there any other business that we want to bring up or discuss?
Well, maybe, we do
Kevin,
have that
what
new-
is,
Sorry, we do have that new timeline document. Maybe it's something we want to discuss under race activities during the board meeting, because
Okay.
it's time for us to go.
Yep. Ron, real quick, you had something?
yeah, what is the date of the race this year?
May 15th,
What is the date?
May
15th,
15th.
Ron.
May 15?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
When's the day of the next meeting here?
What's the next board meeting? It would be February 14th, I believe.
February 14th.
The second, let me go to month and just double check that. Yes, it would be the 14th. Valentine's Day. Love your library.
It's good seeing everybody again. Thank you.
Happy New
Thank you,
Year,
Kevin.
everyone.
Okay,
Happy New Year.
thank
Bye,
you.
Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you both being here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Bye-bye. So we sign off this and